As Amrit said, it's already being reported that Donald Trump has gotten down to picking his next team to run the United States. His aides are said to be jockeying for prime posts. There's a lot of speculation around what role will tech billionaire Elon Musk play in his administration. And as far as speculations go, world leaders from allies like NATO and EU to rivals like China and Iran all seem to be calibrating how to navigate a second Trump presidency. The contrast couldn't be more stark. A Trump campaign statement about how the president-elect got an invitation from the incumbent Joe Biden to visit him at the White House for getting the transition process going. And an anti-Trump protest in Chicago outside the Trump International Hotel and Tower with slogans like "End the Trump era" even before his second term has begun. The return of Donald Trump to the Oval Office has brought up a broad spectrum of responses and possibilities which swing from euphoria to a sense of doom, with uncertainty firmly in the middle. Be it America's allies or rivals, circumspection is in the air, even as sources said that the president-elect has begun making moves to put together his team. Inauguration Day is still nearly 6 weeks away, but all concerned have started putting their ducks in a row. Reactions have come in thick and fast to the Dawn's second coming. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi was among the first world leaders to congratulate him on social media, and they also spoke over the phone, expressing willingness to take the extensive India-US ties forward. Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu, UK's Keir Starmer and other Five Eyes leaders, Italy's Giorgia Meloni, Hungarian Viktor Orban and a few others also gave diplomatic high fives to the incoming US Commander-in-Chief. The reactions of European allies meeting in Budapest were more measured and introspective, as Trump has often berated them for depending on the US for their security.
China, North Korea, Russia and of course Iran. And this is more and more a threat not only to the European part of NATO but also to the United States, because Russia is delivering the latest technology into North Korea in return for North Korean help with the war against Ukraine. And it is a threat not only to the European part of NATO but also to the US mainland. So I look forward to sit down with Donald Trump to discuss how we can face these threats collectively.
La paix, Volodymyr vient de le dire.
There has been a strategic awakening among us Europeans, and we must embrace it. We cannot delegate our security to the Americans forever. I believe it's also important to send the message that we are now providers of security solutions.
Chinese President Xi Jinping has congratulated Trump, but his message was relatively more subdued compared to the one when Trump became president for the first time around. Trump's first term triggered the US-China trade and tech war, which is still on, and China would like to see the back of it.
It is hoped that the two sides will uphold the principles of mutual respect, peaceful coexistence and cooperation. Also, win-win results, strengthening dialogue and communication to properly manage differences and expand mutually beneficial cooperation. This will help in finding a correct way for China and the United States to get along in the new era so as to benefit the two countries and the world.
South Korea has also been at the receiving end of Trump's footing the security bill ire. Its President Yoon Suk-yeol had a 12-minute phone call with Trump.
We talked about having strong solidarity and partnership in the Asia-Pacific and global region based on the South Korea-US alliance. And first talked about not just talking about the North Korean nuclear program, as he may have an interest in North Korea.
Apart from promising to end the war in Ukraine, Trump has also said he'd get the West Asian conflict wrapped up. Iran said on Thursday that US elections are an opportunity to review the wrong approaches of the American government. Trump had initiated US oil sanctions against Iran in 2018 after exiting the nuclear pact between Tehran and global powers. The Hezbollah merely said that it welcomes any effort to stop the war in Lebanon but does not pin its hopes for a ceasefire on a particular US administration. It added that it wants to see actions being taken, not just words. Gautam Roy, DD India.